Tom Hanks is often seen as the epitome of the loving, reliable father. America's dad, if you will. His seemingly perfect marriage to Rita Wilson, lasting nearly 40 years, has been a rare example of Hollywood stability. But behind the smiles and public appearances, Tom Hanks's family life has been far from smooth. His relationship with his children has been marked by some truly harrowing moments, especially with his daughter, Hanks. Elizabeth's childhood, as described in her memoir, The 10, a memoir of family in the open road, was not the picture-perfect life you might expect for the daughter of a Hollywood A-lister. Far from it. After Tom and his first wife, Susan Dillingham, divorced in 1985, Elizabeth and her older brother Colin were left in the care of their mother. But Susan, a woman who seemed to be struggling with her own mental health issues, subjected her children to years of neglect and violence. EA describes a home filled with confusion, violence, and emotional turmoil. Imagine this. One day, EA's father arrived to pick her and Colin up from school, only to find that they had vanished without a trace. Susan had taken them without informing Tom, moving them away from Los Angeles, leaving her ex-husband frantic to track them down. This shocking turn of events eventually led to the family relocating to Sacramento, where EA and Colin would spend much of their childhood. While their new home had all the appearances of an affluent life, complete with a pool and horse-themed bedroom, it was anything but idyllic. EA recalls a home that was filled with chaos. Dog waste piled up in the backyard, the house reeked of smoke, and the fridge was often empty or stocked with expired food. The deeper issues, however, went beyond the physical state of their home. EA's mother, who she suspects suffered from bipolar disorder, spent much of her time in bed, obsessively reading the Bible, and gradually growing more detached from reality. It wasn't long before the emotional violence escalated into physical violence. At just 14 years old, EA was forced to leave Sacramento and move back to Los Angeles, where she could live with her father. But the road to that resolution was filled with tension, as Tom fought for custody of his children. The trauma of these years didn't end with their relocation. It would stay with EA for the rest of her life. By the time Elizabeth was in high school, she learned that her mother was dying. Susan passed away in 2002 at the age of 49, from cancer. It's a story that continues to unfold, shedding light on the complexities of fame, family, and the reality behind closed doors. That is all. Tell us what you think.